Hi guys, welcome back to my Chit Chat program. Today we're asking the question, am I too slutty? Okay, well, let's get started. I definitely have done some slutty things in my life, but am I too slutty? Absolutely not. I love to dress like a slut. I think that that's something that we really have to dive deep into my psyche to kind of figure out, like, why do I love this look? Like, I love the Lolita look. Like, we need I call these pigtails, and I think that they're called pigtails, but I've never in my life ever said pigtails. I only ever say pigtails. So these are my pigtails, and I just love looking like this, which, you walk out, this hair color, something about it, and this style screams slut, which is crazy to me. I'm like, well, I don't know why. So I think in deep down in my heart, I really do think that I am a slut because I love dressing in mini skirts. One thing actually that's really surprising about me is that I actually hate having any sort of cleavage, which you could argue and you could say that's not true. That is 100% true. I am traumatized because I used to have huge tits, and I got a breast reduction, and I literally cannot see myself as not having huge tits. So I was always super self-conscious of them. I was always trying to hide them. I hated them. I hated them. I really honestly and truly hated them. So I always had them covered. I loved wearing something with a high neck, and I feel bad because it wasn't even well, it was people just staring at my tits, but it was you couldn't not. They were just huge, okay? It just made me feel awful and awkward, and I fucking hated it. So even now, my tits are really beautiful, and they're all fixed, and they're all done up. I still feel like I have huge boobs, and I still cannot and never ever want someone looking at my tits. I literally feel my heart beating. If I'm wearing a low-cut shirt, I am paranoid that someone's going to stare at my tits. It's actually traumatizing. And if I just see someone glance down at my tits, I'm immediately feel so uncomfortable, and I want to put a sweater on. I know, that's crazy. So I think I have to be in the right mindset to want to wear a bikini and feel okay and confident with a little bit of my boobs showing. I also I can be drunk and have a really low cut top on. That's fine, but I don't drink anymore, so the girls are in. When I first got my breast reduction, though, I will say I was really excited to show people that I had smaller tits. So I would wear smaller tops and stuff, which is fine. I was in areas where that was fine, going to a music festival or going out or something like that. But if it's just day to day and I am not drunk and I'm sober and I'm just going out for dinner or lunch with someone, I need my boobs covered up. Yeah, so people generally associate sluttiness with people wearing really skimpy outfits, so I don't qualify in that section. I also see girls wearing really they have fake tits, and they're literally so out in the open, and I'm how are you doing that? Because I am staring at your tits. That's all I'm staring at. And then if I'm talking to you in a conversation, all I'm thinking about is don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. And I can't even carry on a regular conversation because I'm so preoccupied about accidentally staring at your tits. Guys have perfected that. I mean, not all guys, some are really bad, but I'm just wow, how are you doing a better job than me? That's crazy. So what else constitutes being slutty? I feel yeah, my music videos are kind of slutty and stuff, but I don't even consider that slutty. I just consider that fun. To me, I'm that's fun. Just making art and saying kind of provocative things, yeah, that's fun. Okay, this is a little insight into my personal life, but I was never ever boy crazy. And I know that that's kind of hard to believe, and I'm so sorry to break it to you, but that just really wasn't on my agenda growing up. I was never ever boy crazy. I remember in elementary school and stuff, girls would run around trying to kiss boys, and I just genuinely never thought about it. And oh my god, this is gonna get personal, but I don't mean, okay, whatever, who fucking cares? If you watch this, you watch it. yeah, I was just like such a late bloomer in everything I did. And I feel like boys were never on my mind. And the only reason I started to like be like, fuck, I should probably fuck someone or something, or like be interested in boys, is because I genuinely thought that it was not that I was peer pressured into it, but it was like societal. Like all the girls around me were talking about hooking up with boys. And I was like, fuck it. Like I should just do it too. But I swear to God, if I like went to an all girls school, oh, probably not, they're slutty. Yeah, like maybe if I was homeschooled or something, or like just wasn't around the people that I was around in high school, like I wasn't interested in boys. I really wasn't. I don't know why, but in high school, I just was not interested. I didn't even really have crushes in high school, which is like crazy to think about. Like maybe it was just because I didn't like the boys I went to high school with. I don't know. And if I did hook up with them, it's not like I was like thinking about them forever. Like it was literally just the heat of the moment. Like I was at a party or I was drunk. Alcohol. But I never had like these desires for them in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't actually like born with that sluttiness. But like I'm saying, like I've done slutty things because I've like had alcohol, or I thought it would be a funny idea, whatever, you know? But yeah, I was super late bloomer, guys. I was a fucking weirdo. But then I kind of got hot, so people assumed that I was cool, but I never was actually cool. Little known fact. I was popular probably because I had big tits and I was blonde. Yeah, like my actual state, I was like a loser. Whatever. It's kind of hot being like that girl. Okay, and the reason like I can take photos like this of me like sucking off a banana, like yeah, this looks slutty and it totally is, but like I love this. Like I love who I am in this photo. Like I love being slutty. To me is not really about like how many dudes you fuck or anything like that. It's like this provocative vibe. Like it's like pissing people off. Like this is so fucking hot. I love it. You can see my nipples. I look sexy. That's what being slutty to me is. It's just being like a fuck you attitude to people. And for that reason alone, I think I'm slutty like that. We all know like the trope or the typical stereotype is like girls who are nerdy and shy are like the actual freaks. And that's so true. That is so true. Yeah, you'd always hear like those weird rumors in high school, like, oh yeah, that girl like did this. And I'd always be like, what the fuck? Like, I've never heard that girl talk. But you know what? It's like, okay, so what do you constitute as being slutty? You know, someone who fucks a lot? Well, married people probably fuck way more than someone who's single. But single people are considered like the more slutty because they have more sexual partners. But like a married woman might be getting railed every night and you're like, holy grace of our God, so pious. But then it's like, okay, well, if you're single until you're 30, you're gonna have like lots of partners. Like say you average, let's say you start fucking people consistently at like 18, okay? Which you probably should. That's legal. Again, don't fuck people before you're 18, okay? So 18 to 30, guys, we know that my math is really bad. So what is, guys, okay, let me do this. 30 minus 18. Okay. 22. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? 30 minus 18. It's 12. Why am I even looking for that number though? Like what was I doing with that? I want the amount of ages. Oh wait, no, that's right. Oh my God, guys, I need some help. Okay, so 12, and then let's say for a conservative number, you're fucking 4 different guys a year. I think that's fair to say, right? 4 people over 12 months, that's like a conservative amount. I don't think that that's a slutty amount. Let's see. Okay, so then you would have slept with 48 people by the time you were 30. Yeah, so like what's a slutty body count, guys? Because I don't think that 48 is a lot at all. I don't know. Okay, I'm like picking my ear right now. That's kind of gross. I should not do that on camera. Okay. And let's give or take, they have a few more in there, you know? I don't think the number makes you slutty at all. I think it's like, what is sluttiness? Like, we're going over this again, but you know sluttiness when you see sluttiness. That's the truth. And I love slutty girls. Like, I think that's so hot. It's a personality type and I love it. Like, guys, and I've had my fair share of sluttiness. Trust me. Like, we've all been 22 before, okay? Like, trust me. What I love is when you meet someone and you really don't expect them to be slutty at all, and then they tell you about how they gangbanged 5 dudes in one night. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from and how did that happen? Like, but I love to hear it. That's amazingly great. Yeah. I have not fucked 5 guys in one night. Sorry, that's just not happened. Just hate to ruin that fantasy for you, but it's not gonna happen, and it probably won't happen. Like, that's not my probably won't happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, that's like not my fantasy. I'm like not into that. I think it's way too overwhelming and intense. So yeah, I just couldn't. Also, like, sorry to be crass and stuff, and but I just, yeah, like, maybe I was truly meant to be a lesbian, because men just can put me off so easily that I can get really grossed out by them. So I don't know, like, I love my boyfriend now and I think he's the hottest dude ever, but it takes like a lot for me to start dating someone or anything like that. I'm just like picky and men can turn me off like instantly. So unless I'm drunk. No, I'm kidding. I don't think that anyone is too slutty. I think that if you call someone slutty for the amount of people they've slept with or like a sex act that they've done, that's like so fucking stupid. But you can have slutty moments and it's not bad. Like, being slutty is literally not bad. Gay men are fucking sluts and they know it. Like, I had a roommate who would just like tell me about all of his sexual like adventures, and I was like, wow, that is crazy, but that's just like typical for gay men. Not all gay men, but like they have Grindr, dude. Like, shit is so slutty on Grindr. It's fucking sick. Round of applause for all my sluts out there. Love them. My music is slutty, which is 100% amazing and true. I'm not gonna deny that. I don't know, like, do you know who Adriana Chechnya or guys, y'all are freaks, and I know exactly y'all know who I'm talking about. Adriana, y'all are laughing at me. If you know this chick. She's a porn star, and I think that she is so slutty. Like, I love her for it. Like, I literally am in love with her because I think that she is like truly, truly, truly slutty. She like fucks her fans and stuff like that, and I think she like fucked her dad. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I honestly, like, I think it was like her adopted dad or something. But she is like, that's the thing, is like, she is like born slutty. Like, she is so slutty to her core, where I'm like, wow, like, that's such a different personality. Like, I've heard her on podcasts and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, she is so fucking sick. Like, I love her, but she is so slutty. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, because I fucking love sluts. It's what, like, I live my life for. She is iconic. I love her. She's amazing. And I feel like she just has all these crazy stories of like her sexual adventures. And I'm like, okay, she is rocking the sluttiness. Like, she is truly. But then again, like, in her average day, like, I don't know what men are expecting from these sluts, because I don't think any woman is just walking around like, you know, being a slut through and through, we're all fucking lazy and hang out in like sweatpants all day. Like, you might think that you're getting this hotshot girl, but put a ring on it and she is getting fat, eating ice cream, and looking like shit. So all good things do come to an end. Yeah, I feel like I shared some of my life on here, which I wasn't really looking forward to doing. But again, I have a Patreon, and if you want to hear more about my personal life and more about like how I grew up, early childhood experiences, I am happy to share those with you behind a paywall. Because I can't have this information out there for free. You know, it's really for the true people who want to know. Yeah, I'm happy to put some really hot tea on that channel. So thank you for listening. I hope that this brought you some joy. Okay, I love you so much.